Hello everyone, welcome to part 7 of Alien Isolation. The links are out. Hang on a second. Just had to sit my window. Okay, I just need to remind myself. Okay, we're up here, I remember now. We just snuck past seats of security. There's a xenomorph up here in the vents. It would have been nice to have it down there with the Siegs and security guys. Can we get anything from these? Let's have a look. Hey Ricardo. No, I've already opened that.
Ripley,
You okay?
listen. Marlowe's permissions are still logged at this terminal. If we had the coordinates for the torrent, we could align the transmitter dishes manually, bypass Apollo completely.
There's an observatory near the comms array, right?
Yeah, you should be able to find the torrent coordinates using that. I'll get the door for you.
Oh, we can't go in and see Ricardo again. They blocked the door. Here comes control. Oh, I think I remember which part of the game is now. Doesn't have particularly long left, if I remember correctly. Maybe about an hour and a half. I don't like the look of that. Well, something moved on the tracker. So I know you can see the alien in there at one point. Can't remember when in the game you actually see it though. But you can see it walking in one of the vents. Save just in case. There's the disc we need to get to.
Damn it, we can't get past the lockdown.
Keep on it. That ship's out there waiting for us.
Apollo won't let me in.
Try your ports again.
Okay, okay.
Can we slip off down that way? We should be able to just use a noisemaker, I think. Then slip off into the vent and get past them. Yeah, that worked. might be some stuff here we can get, let's see. Oh no, wait, we can search him. Does he get the right position? Oh, wait, there we go. No. There we go. Oh, we can't get anything. Okay, as it seems in the PS4 version, the button prompts can be a bit finicky to deal with. But yeah, the effects on the planet are just awesome though. Here it is. That's input. So you have to hold down the button on the D-pad and then press X. Because I played through Dead Space 2 recently, and that's set near Saturn, the gas giant, but they've just sort of bump mapped it. And also it doesn't actually rotate, whereas this one you can actually see like the gas moving. It just looks much better. I imagine at the time Dead Space 2 was made, they probably wouldn't have been able to create that effect perhaps. Especially because you don't really see the planet that much. Pretty sure it's Saturn and not like Titan. Oh, because I'm not sure, because it's set, Dead Space 2 is set on the sprawl, and I think it's supposed to be Titan has been broken apart, has been planet cracked, and the sprawl is what remains. And I'm pretty sure the planet you see orbiting it is Saturn. Or it could be like Jupiter or something. I always get a bit middled around with Jupiter and Saturn, like different moons and stuff.
Thank God. Ricardo, I found them.
Now you've got to align the dishes to the Torrens position manually.
Check. I'm going outside.
Yeah, we got another spacewalk. The spacewalk acts as an alien isolation and without a doubt some of the highlights of the entire game. From LB-46 to this part here we're about to do.
I can unlock the entrance to the airlock from here. Give me a sec. There, got it.
So I believe it's that room there where modelization of Ripley kills a xenomorph. Which, if you watched the previous stream, you know what my feelings on that were. Pretty negative to say the least. Not really any reason to say because I don't think actually dying is one of the safest parts of the game. The detail on the visor is really cool as well. We can see all the condensation. By the looks at it, you can actually see what looks like water molecules stuck to it too, which is awesome.
Rip, hurry! All hell's gonna break loose when Sebastopol starts to fall.
The sound as well is so cool. Also, just love how the star, you can actually see the solar flares. That's so cool. And also how the only sound you can hear sounds like what's being vibrated through the suit. It's not a case of you can actually hear things in zero gravity. Not as in a vacuum, I mean. Because in space you can't actually hear anything, pretty much. And so this seems to be a bit more realistic, where the only things you can hear are what just vibrates through your suit. This is really cool. But this is without a doubt is one of the best bits in the game. It's such a cool moment. Do we do this bit first, or no? We just can keep going forward for a moment. Assume it's this terminal he wants me to use. Yep.
Servo lock on. Parabolic antenna in fixed position.
Damn it!
It's okay, Ricky. There's an override console by the transmitters.
I also can't remember what the code is supposed to be. I think it might tell us. Oh no, here it is. Well, we've missed a lot of logs. Not sure where they've been hidden though. Coordinate conversion input 35 and then 75. Okay, so those are the numbers we have to put in. You just need to get the discs unlocked first. It's a shame you don't have a flashlight in the spacesuit, because it does have a light on the helmet. So I don't know why you can't use it. Power up clamp. Guess we just wait for this to spin up and then we just unlock these. Yep. Here we go. One final pull of the lever. But even like the visor effects, when you turn you can see it distort the image. It's so cool. How it like bends the light and stuff. I wonder if the people in there are watching us, what we're doing. Because there's the little bit we were before. There. I feel like a cool thing they could have done is had it so if you look at the glass you can see like gunshots inside, like flashes, and then when you go inside everyone's dead. And then like a xenomorph shows up, that could have been a pretty cool encounter. But what they do is cool enough. Oh, it tells us there. So 35. Or was this the 75 one? No, we must have to do 35 on this one. It's not letting us do the top one. Going across. Go! Yep. Then we do 75 here. Yep. Very slowly.
Torrance, this is Ripley on the station. Are you reading me, Verlaine?
Ripley, what the hell is going on over there?
Bad things, Torrance. There's an alien organism here. It's deadly. We need urgent extraction.
A what?
There's no time to explain. Please, Verlaine.
There's nowhere for us to dock, Ripley. The station's tearing free from its gravity mooring. I've seen a towing platform below the spaceflight terminal, but the Torrens umbilical isn't built for it. You'll need to extend the tow platform clamp station side.
Just get into position.
This may be the only problem with these segments is just how slow you move. Specifically, these type of things can be used in games to slow down the runtime. When it's done artificially, that can be quite troublesome. Especially if the game's not good because you just want it to be over. But I think in the case of Alien Isolation, because we're probably unlikely to get another one, the more the merrier in my case. Because it's a really big shame we're just not going to get another Alien Isolation, it seems. Hope that the new Cold Iron Studios game turns out to be good. That is cool though. Actually having the alien outside the station like that. I think that it went up into that bit there where the light's coming from. Came out round about there. Because we've seen in other alien work the xenomorphs are capable of surviving in a vacuum. Whether it's indefinite or just like for short periods, it's not sure. Though in the Alien Isolation animated series and the novelization, the xenomorphs at the end are shown into like some sort of suspended animation when they're in space. I guess just to preserve themselves. It's just the same, the animated series for Isolation was not good.
Please replace EVA suit before
No.
leaving.
Can't remember which live stream it was in. It was one of the early ones because I mentioned it, where they essentially just made a really low budget TV series by just recording footage from Alien Isolation from the first person perspective, but also
Ricardo,
putting a
get
camera.
ready to leave. We're leaving. Ricardo? Ricardo, do you copy? Ricardo, come in.
Because they also filmed the series by adding a new camera into the game world. The problem is the character model for Amanda Ripley isn't supposed to be seen by the player, which meant that some of the animations were really janky, and it just generally looked awful.
Emergency. Please attend your assigned evacuation point and await instructions.
The alien killed him pretty quick. Someone else is still alive, I can hear him. He's over there. Which is the way we need to go. So hopefully he doesn't have a gun. What does it matter? The alien found him. Could throw it at... Come on, alien, go for it. Here it comes. Just took a while. Oh no, there's someone else hidden here. Really though, he needs to be running. He shouldn't be staying here. Might as well craft more of these. Because we're going to need them soon. Possibly. That ready. There it is.
Ricardo? Oh God. Ricardo. Oh no.
I think it's generally a shame Ricardo got killed off, because I quite liked him. I thought he was a good character. Wait, what? Is he shooting me or is he shooting the alien? Okay, it's happening beneath us. Yeah, maybe a bit of problem with the noise sound there, because these headphones have a vague directional sound. I could hear it coming from that direction, but it sounded like it was on the same level as us. It didn't actually sound like it was beneath us. Okay, it's gone off towards the left. So there's a vent there we can use. How are they still alive? Did the alien really not come and get them? That's interesting. Hopefully we can sneak past them. Dead working Joe. Yeah, I'm surprised the alien left them alone, because it walked down that corridor they were in. So by the looks of it, they were extremely lucky. Also, I think to open that door we need to use the terminal down there. But I don't particularly want to risk the alien. Well, we can. Or flamethrower fuel. No, the alien's gone and found some other people. So quickly, whilst it's doing that... No, we can't actually open it from there. Well, I'm pretty sure we can definitely open it, because I've seen items in there when you go through the vent next to it. Interesting. Might be something else I'm missing. Yeah, because there's a box we can interact with. There's a working Joe in there, interestingly. But so far I don't actually know how to open that door. So the alien's out here, but what are the other things moving? Is it working Joes? If I can, I do want to nip in here because, if I'm correct, there's a Nostromo log. Well, the alien's coming in here now. Yep. There's a Nostromo log, but the alien's here. Also, maybe if we interact with that, we can do something.
This is Captain Dallas, logging an initial report from the return leg of our Thetis voyage. When we get back home, I want a meeting with a shipping coordinator. My usual science officer has been replaced. No reason given. The new guy is more than capable, I'm sure, but only getting 2 days' notice for this kind of thing is crazy. I'd just like an explanation. We'll be ready for our load when we get the call. Dallas, Nostromo Captain, signing off.
Aliens in that direction. Someone else is alive, I can hear him. Whilst it's gone, let's see if we can open that door from this one. Door access active. Let's turn it off. Okay, what was it? Oh, I think it's that door down there which we can open from another panel. Yeah, there's a lot of rewire terminals, bloody hell. So one of them must let us into that room there. Oh, there's one in that room we missed, by the looks of it. Huh. I don't know if it's worth going back. We can try. We have flamethrower fuel. Because it would make sense for it to be on this one. Let's have a look. Also, I don't know if we've actually used this terminal before. No, we can't. Well, there's got to be one of them in here which does it. Let's see what this has got on it then. Oh, here it is.
This could require our attention. You really shouldn't be here.
Oh, it's a industrial one. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's gonna nope. Okay, we're safe still. Anything else in here? Scrap. No, there's not much. Okay, we can leave now. But I think I always just assumed we'd already used that terminal from the last time we went through here. Now that we've gone through there, we can carry on. Do we just use the elevator at the end then? Yep. Also, apparently, we could have... So that takes us into the room we were in before, but we don't need to go in it now.
Take me, please.
Oh! Bastard. Bastard! That's what you get for being sloppy by running. Again, it's another human enemy which kills me. Bloody hell. He's probably that one guy we could hear still alive though, I imagine. I don't think there's really much purpose to going back in that room though. Because we don't really get anything important. Do we need the Nostromo log again? No, we've already got it. So we have 3 out of 10. Don't think we'll get any more of them though. Yeah, because that sounds like it was coming from there. I guess because when this game came out, I don't know if directional sound was big in gaming. We know there's some flamethrower fuel in the room down there. Because there's movement all around us. Is there more than one xenomorph active? So there are at least 6 which left direct, but I don't think you actually encounter 2 until later on in the game. Yeah, that was a guy. Don't mind me. Oh no, there's a terminal we used before. We never actually used that one before. This one. That's the other one we did. Yeah, the alien's gonna get those guys. We'll just go through here. Thinking about it, if we threw a noisemaker, wouldn't that alert both the humans and the alien? Ah!
We got an intruder.
No, don't shoot me!
Hey, over there.
Alien, kill him! The other guy was hidden around there. Goodbye. We just need to go through this area here. Is it? Okay, it's on the right. Find a way to the turrets to dock. Where do we go from here then? I can't actually remember. I think there's a door we have to power. Problem is, there's the shotgun guy. Restore power. Solomon's habitation. Oh, this is where Sinclair is. Solomon's habitation. Which is probably why this is powered down. Okay, the xenomorph is in the vents.
How do I get off this wreck? Huh?
Let's see. I wonder if a flashbang works. We've just saved, so if it doesn't, we can just come back. That worked. Oh, I thought it was going to do like an animation to kill him, but he just died and then it did something else. Oh, is he actually looking at the flashbang? Well, that's cool. I didn't think it would do that. You can just Molotov the alien now. Probably best not to have it out. Let's see. Just need to find out where the power part is. Hello? Curious whether the xenomorph will go off on its own back into the vent. Don't think it is. Okay, there's no power cable to follow. Oh, but I just remembered we forgot to pick up that flamethrower fuel. That's annoying. I don't think we need it though, because we have got 3 Molotovs if we need to use them. Yeah, I don't think it's going to go away. We need to scare it off. Passcode required. Okay, here we go. I don't think I can cancel this. Yes, I can. Ooh. Let's see. Well, I can't use the torts. I mean, I can't like get it to go away with the noisemaker because it will just hear the noise of our blowtorch. So again, we're going to have to scare it off. This time I'm going to use a Molotov this time. Did you have any shotgun cells? Yep, can't get any more though. Come on, see my flashlight. Oh, okay then. So I was under the impression the Molotov scared the alien away, but it just continued charging. Even though we got it direct on. Maybe we have to do it when it hasn't seen us? Perhaps? In fact, if we throw a flare down on the right... he should probably go investigate, and then we might be able to use the blowtorch on the door without attracting the alien? Okay, so yeah, he's gone down there. But I imagine when we use the blowtorch, it's probably going to immediately attract the alien. If not, bring him straight back to us. But oh well, the save point is right next to us. So if we die, we're only having to replay like a second. Straight in. That's good. Flashlight batteries, we don't particularly need them. Do this whilst we're here. $18.51.
This is Sinclair. You guys took too long down there. I had to power down this facility and take the last transit. We can't afford to keep the sanctuary wide open. All it'll take is one creature to get in and all the supplies and weapons we've taken will come to jack shit. Me and mine are gonna sit this out till the rescue comes. I'm sorry, but when you started chasing after a ship that'll never come, you broke with the plan. Sinclair out.
Okay, so let's read that one we got. Tomorrow Together, Seegson's Journey into Colonial Space and Official History by Sebastian Sieg, first printed in Eye of the Seegson. Our synthetic future, with the guidance of key Seegson executive talent, Sevastopol has become an outpost of progress, a trade hub, a vibrant community in the beating heart of the Seegson synthetic solution. Sevastopol is the primary off-planet site for the development, sales and maintenance of Seegson androids. From Sevastopol's unique position in the cosmos, we can sip our reins of working Joes wherever they are needed in colonial space within months, not years. Above and beyond our reliable and cost-efficient synthetics is Sevastopol's governing AI, Sevastopol's award-winning Apollo system. Through the hard work of our scientists and Seegson's bold investments, the station is now a showcase for economical and self-governing artificial human operations. From now, our sales executives are overseeing the population of Apollo mainframes across colonial space. Just as we assured you throughout this journey, we made it to tomorrow, we did it together. Is there anything else we have to read? Code for the transit office is 0482. Alright, now the one we need is up here. Hey Myers, my shift's over and I'm clocking it out. If you turn up to repair the system in the next 3 hours, I won't be here, so the code you need is 1851. Yeah, because the aliens come down anyway, it seems. No, it's not him. It's not the alien, it's him. I don't think he's leaving. Smoke bomb.
Something moved.
What was it? Just make sure. Was it 0851? No, 1851. No! No! Piss off! So I think the reason the Molotov didn't work earlier was because the Xenomorph was alerted, so maybe the Molotov doesn't work in that scenario. Or maybe it was just too close to us to... Because one thing I noticed, because we've just saved so I can show it off, is if you shoot the Xenomorph with a shotgun, you can actually stun it. See? Then that's a pipe bomb, not a Molotov, but hey, we actually scared the Xenomorph away with the pipe bomb. I don't know if it's because we shot it with a shotgun before. That's pretty cool. At least we know that system works though. Shoot it with the shotgun and then Molotov it. Gonna equip the flamethrower now. Nope. Equip the flamethrower. Got some fuel, that's good. Might actually help us save some flamethrower fuel doing that shotgun and Molotov.
I got here when they were stealing the sanctuary. I don't know what I expected. Maybe they changed their mind and let me in. Maybe they'd shoot me dead. They shot the door in my face. I can hear movements from the floor below me. I haven't got long. Sinclair and his people have Sevastopol's food supplies and much of its weaponry. But I heard the voices of children too. I'd wondered where the children had gone. Perhaps they can keep these monsters from them. I hope they do.
So we now need to get over there. Because I think because the Xenomorph knows we're here, it's not going to leave now. It's just going to stay in search. Or it would actually just leave. Okay? It's probably going to come back immediately though. We're now going to hide in here. And just wait for a little bit. Okay, Xenomorph's on its way back by the looks of it. Just need to wait for the tram to arrive. It should be here by now. Okay, it's just here, perfect timing. This was another bit cut out of the novelisation, the entire Solomon's Tower bit, where you go into Sinclair's hideout. Completely removed that from the book. Also, I think this is the only tram ride where they don't actually cut away. That's cool. Usually it cuts away, goes into a loading screen. Okay, no, there's a Nostromo log in that one.
Ripley, we're about to move into position for the auto-umbilical dock sequence. We'll be dark on comms until we've matched the decaying orbit of the station and are in position. We're just waiting on you to extend the towing platform clamps. I don't know how you sweet-talked me into this.
Pre-hypersleep health checks have been performed on the entire crew, including, after some persistence from the engineer staff, the ship's cat. Everyone regular, present and correct. I sat out in the report I've just logged with Mother. I have a little more work to do setting up my equipment and initializing systems, but otherwise, we're ready to go.
Yeah, traitorous bastard ass. So we're now to go through Sinclair's hideout. Because it is cool you actually get to go there, because they do keep mentioning it and setting it up throughout the game. I always like it when they do stuff like that. Where if they set something up, they actually go through and sew it. take a wrong turn. Have we took a wrong? No, you just... Oh. Okay, the vent only goes in this direction. You can't bypass through the corridor. I do remember there's Ruth and Joe around here. There it is. Running causes accidents, and it also may lead to an alien eating your face. Oh. But we have to go through here first. I'm not in a good spot. There's nowhere else for me to go. Hello, alien. Okay, so if I remember correctly, we need to find a code on a body and interact with a machine. Well, there's a thing there we can interact with too. There's flamethrower fuel in there. Need a passcode. Did this guy have the code for it? No. Okay, it's the other guy down there then. Okay, we need to use that computer. Guess we could have thrown a flare so if the alien comes up the vent, it just immediately goes for that. Okay, I'll read these just when we get past this segment. 1984.
Evacuate station. This is not a drill.
That might be for the cabinet. Yes, it was for this. 1984. Okay, alien's back. Could try a flare, but I think it will see us on its way there.
After evacuation, do not re-enter the station until advised to do so by the orbital emergency convener.
How has it not seen us yet? Now it's seen us. So we need to go down there, but there's a thing we need to cut through and put on as a vent. There's a Xeno. There's vents there. Because to be safe, we could lure it out, like by throwing a thing down there. Or it's just going to come out on its own. Too late. I was going to use a shotgun Molotov combo, but too close. Okay, this is Sinclair's hideout now. Also, just because I want to try and keep some of the flamethrower fuel, I think we're going to try the shotgun Molotov combo again. I'm pretty sure there's a safe station in here. Okay, I think I can hear it. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to have to go back to flamethrower just for a little bit.
Sanctuary. There's one way in, one way out. I've still got raiding parties heading out to loot supplies and weapons, but it looks like we shut it off just in time. The Sikhs and synthetics have started moving away from their stations. I've seen a trail of strangled bodies in public areas. So, be aware. Oh, and if you're listening to this and you're not on the team, don't come find us. We will shoot.
I thought the audio log next stream was supposed to be the last one he recorded.
Orbital stabilizer failure. Abandoned station. Abandoned station.
Yeah, let's get the shotgun ready. I think we're not going to have to use it. Oh, flamethrower fuel. That was only 10 though. Generator operational. Do we not need to interact with it then? Okay then. Right, now we have to go down there. Because when Ripley said, "Oh, sit," I know you could hear it running. I thought it was coming to go get us at that point. But maybe it was just that. I don't know, maybe, was it a second Xeno showed up? I don't really know what happened. So I saw the Xenomorph outside. So I don't know if it was a case that, yeah, there was a second Xenomorph and she was like, oh shit, there's two of them. I just didn't see in time. There's another save station. I'll try and quickly use it. I haven't got very many shotgun rounds though. Yeah, you're afraid of this, aren't you? So back away. Go on. Back to the shotgun for now. Okay. So here's where the generator comes into play. We've got to backtrack. I assume that's the regular Xeno and not the Queen, but it is really loud. Could it be the Queen? It can't be, she's dead. There's no way she could have escaped the hive. But then again, it is extremely loud, and all the xenomorphs are moving around like they're under orders, so it does sound a bit like the Queen. I guess I could look it up and see. Again, it's the same, we never see Queen in isolation, because considering how good the xenomorphs look, the regular ones in the engine, I would have loved to have seen the Queen. Oh, it probably would have looked so cool. Yeah, if it's scripted to come through that. Yeah, I'm confident that's the Queen. It sounds just like her. And it definitely doesn't sound like the regular Xenos. Come on. Looking at it, we should be able to just use one shotgun blast. And then, because that I think is going to save ammo. Is he to say Govina instead of Governor? But that is generally called it, by looks like the Queen is still in the game. Because it doesn't sound like the regular, the drone. The one that really loud one you could hear was a lot more sort of, I guess, high pitched. But I'll just look it up because it should be on like Reddit or something. Now we can go back to that door. There is it? Okay, it's that way. Oh, there we go, shotgun cells. It's behind us. Change the flashlight.
tried, but I couldn't stop them. They broke through our defenses. There's so much blood on my hands. This is for the rescue party. But it seems whoever has to clean up this we held out and didn't come back. Fuck it. Just send in the Marines.
Sebastopol, this is Diane Verlaine of the Taurus. I am attempting to dock on the tow platform below your spaceflight terminal. We can take survivors.
That was annoying. Cutting at the end of it. So the last bit we missed was, you didn't come fast enough, you fucked it, just send in the Marines or blow this place up. Take these creatures back to hell. But I didn't want to talk in that segment because the music is... that I'm not gonna lie, that music that started playing was fucking awesome. Like, definitely props for the music. But that's the first time we actually encountered the Xenomorph in an event during the campaign, because we had it happen in the Crew Expendable DLC. Because I heard it come out, but I didn't realise it was there. It's only until I heard it hiss, and I could vaguely hear it, see it. I was like, oh. Yeah, we're right near the end now. We should actually be able to finish it in this stream if we're lucky. Just save just in case.
Emergency. Please attend your assigned evacuation point and wait for your synthetic emergency warden.
So we found that the shotgun Molotov system actually works. Because we were pretty much putting a full shotgun loadout into it. Well, essentially a full chamber. But by the looks of it, all we might need to do is just shoot a single round and then Molotov it, and that should guarantee it goes back into the vent. Though then again, it could be you just need to Molotov it before it charges. I'm not sure. I'm not going to bother with the pistol because I'm pretty sure the pistol does jack shit against the Xeno. It doesn't stun it or anything. EMP version 3. Thought so, we don't need that now. Some scrap.
This is Dallas. I'm about to broadcast the Nostromo report packet back to the Sol system before we hit the pods. Nearest open relay station looks to be Sebastopol. All things being well, you'll hear from us once we reach the edge of Sol. Don't miss us too much. Dallas out.
If only you managed to get back to Sol, though. Here's where we need to go. Just in case, I'm gonna heal. Also, I think it's wrong. I think the person lying next to that last audio log we got was Sinclair. The one by the vent.
After evacuation, do not re-enter the station until advised to do so by the orbital emergency.
Free the torrents? Well, we haven't really freed it. I feel like that would make more sense being later on in the game. Not there, though.
Verlaine, can you hear me? Are you close enough for radio contact? I'm here!
Thank God, I hear you. I need you to extend them to operate on the planet, quickly. There are two. Should be close by.
This looks like the area we were earlier on. Wait, no, it can't be because that door's different. Oh, you're not dead yet. Careful of you. Also, before, wasn't there something I was going to read out? Last time, Sinclair. Mendoka, we rounded up everyone we could find and are camping out in the rec room. The security system we discussed is rigged up, but you won't be able to get in the old way. We caught a stranger sneaking in. After a couple of hours, he confessed he let him in and we threw them both out. We only got limited space and supplies here and we've got to control who gets in. If you want in, they've got to bring something to the table. What you need is the usual place. What you need is in the usual place. I don't want to stay here, but you'll know what I mean. I changed the code to 1984. Use what you find there. Of course, you need to make sure you've got the supplies you promised us, but we'll check you upon entrance. I'm sure you've got what we need. After all, I vouched for you. Don't make me regret it. And then the other ones I think are up here. Set out, Denver. Is anyone there? It's Denver. I'm back with the supplies, but I'm locked out and nobody's answering. What happened? Was there an attack? It's getting worse out here. You have to let me back inside now. My wife is in there. She'll tell you who I am. I have the supplies. Someone please answer me. And then we've read those ones. Disruption to orbital stabilizers has been confirmed. Orbital stabilizer array backups are offline. Locked. Okay. How do we unlock? Oh, we go up here. Damn it! I realised I made a mistake just as I walked over him. Wait a minute, the alien can't be there because that's outside. Like, that would be actually on the Torrens itself. I don't think you can actually see it outside, can you? That'd be awesome. Is it around? So apparently it's... Because by this, it's pretty much going to be outside of the station. No, it's all the way up in that bit there. That's a shame. I would have loved to actually have seen the xenomorph crawling around outside. Is there anything we can pick up down there? No, it's just a place to hide in. So, here they are. Restore power. If we go in the floor, use the vent. I don't want to use a Molotov down here. So just follow the power cables, which turn left. That alarm sounds like the one from John Carpenter's The Thing. God, we'd be screwed if The Thing was on this station. Oh, that'd be so cool though. We haven't had really anything The Thing for a while now. I think that the latest game which did something with that kind of premise was Survive, and I don't know if that's actually still going. I haven't heard anything about it recently. At some point I want to get the Thing game again. Because if anyone doesn't know, there's actually a video game based on John Carpenter's The Thing. As far as we know, it's the official sequel to the film. Like canon and all. I quite like the game, but I think there are some people out there who aren't too keen on it. It's a shame the prequel to the thing was so god awful, because it probably killed the franchise when it came to film.
Now use the terminal to extend the docking clamp.
Well, it's not just like the film. The thing's kind of dead in all media. There's no game, comic, book, or anything. It's just been dead for a while now, it's a shame. Because The Thing is generally my favourite film of all time.
Verlaine, the docking clamps are engaging!
Okay, now find the upper control room.
Oh. Nice to get some more flamethrower fuel. I think we've got careless, to be honest, because we've got it, the flamethrower that is. We've just been using it to get by, when we really could have just avoided the xenomorph altogether. Because this far into the game, we don't really need to worry about the xenomorph learning to our tactics. You know, because if you use the noisemaker or the flares too much, the xenomorph will eventually learn what you're doing and it won't bother going after him. So we could have...
Verlaine, there is no personnel umbilical. It's long gone.
What?
Wait, I think I can use the maintenance rig instead. If I can find an EVA suit, I can still get to you.
Be careful, Ripley.
It's such a shame about everybody else, though. Because we know from the Survivor DLC there are still people alive on the station. I can now confirm that all survivable systems are operational and our KG-348 orbit is no longer degenerative. My thanks to Tow Team. We're open for business. Good luck, everyone.
That's it!
Because there's two main Survivor DLCs from what I remember. One of them is, well, there's a few based on Lingard, Dr. Lingard, and then there's some are actually based on the character Ransom, the Seegson executive. And I believe they actually take place within the story of Alien. As essentially, it's essentially both characters trying to get by. Because I think some of them are interesting because I think one of Ransom or Lingard's doesn't actually have the alien in it. I think it's just Working Joe's. Because they're more story based, I think I might try them out at some point. Though the survivor modes typically I would know for being really quite difficult and challenging. But at this point, I'm pretty sure Ransom's still alive because one of his survivor stories is about trying to get on the turrets when it docks. So it's just the same that nobody else is able to make it, like Lingard or anything. They ultimately don't make it in the end, which is a shame. Because it kind of gets a bit annoying with Alien, because it kind of does go down the same story threads of that only one person survives in the end. It would be nice if they changed up a bit, because I noticed, because I'm writing my own sci-fi book, I was like, well, I don't want the ending to just be they kill the alien by blowing the ship up. Which typically in Alien is how they always kill the alien at the end. Either they blow the space station up or they blow the ship up. It comes up quite often. And it would be nice if we got something which didn't do that and also just didn't have the whole, oh, just one survivor. It would be nice if they changed it up a little bit. Because I proposed, but one of the problems I remember people giving Alien Covenant, the most recent film, was how it was just doing what all the other films did pretty much, following the same story threads. They find a derelict ship from a distress beacon, someone gets infected, Chestburster comes out, they struggle to survive. The only difference is in Covenant there's two survivors. And, well, there's a bit else happens which unfortunately is not going to get wrapped up because it's unclear if the third Alien trilogy, no, because it's a prequel trilogy, Prometheus and Covenant. But it's unclear though whether we're actually going to finish the trilogy and make the final film, because Covenant didn't do particularly very well. To be honest though, I don't think it's worth making the final film, because the Alien prequel film trilogy is a mess, narrative-wise. Like, because Covenant didn't answer any questions from Prometheus, and just in general, it's just a bit too convoluted. It's more simple, just how Alien hinted at things. Like, you have the xenomorphs on the space jockey ship as eggs, so potentially the space jockeys created them, perhaps. Because even in the behind-the-scenes featurette for Alien, I believe it's the director commentary for Alien. I think Ridley Scott actually mentions about how the idea originally was that the space jockey ship was carrying a xenomorph eggs as like a biological weapon. So I remember hearing that on the DVD. But then in Covenant, they completely changed that idea. But personally, it's just not particularly very interesting. Also, yeah, 2 xenomorphs. And the noise isn't loading. So I usually avoid the aliens here, but I kind of want to see what it's like going up against 2 Xenos. Because I'm pretty sure we're saved. So I know I was talking about being wasteful with the flamethrower, but I do genuinely want to give this a look and see how it works. There's one of them. But not the other one. Where's the second one? Okay, so the other aliens disappeared. Maybe it's just a hint. One. Yeah, it's still just one. Need to get over there, so... Nope, there's 2 aliens now. One of them went into the vent. The other one's out the vent, so there's 2 over there. Unfortunately, you don't really see it. I think because the game's trying to keep the 2 Xenos hidden, so it's mostly just hinting at it. Which is the same. It would have been nice to have actually battled 2 Xenos at once. See how it would have worked, but oh well. Alien's a very up and down franchise. It can either be really bloody good or really bloody bad. This is interesting because the most recent video games have shown both of those. Alien Isolation is really bloody good, and Aliens Colonial Marines is really bloody shit. So yeah, the Queen must be still alive because there's still xenomorph eggs. Unless, because there's no chance they've egg morphed.
Fuck!
Also, can we kill the eggs with the revolver? Yep, we can. We've got no other use for the revolver, so we might as well use it for this. Try and save some supplies. So yeah, the Queen's definitely still alive, because these eggs are coming from somewhere. And considering how short it's been since we've killed the hive, there's no way these have been egg morphed, these eggs. So yeah, the Queen is definitely still alive. It's really annoying still that we never see her. So I think they did plan originally that we could see the Queen, but in the end they just didn't do it. Probably because of time restraints or something. I'm still glad with the game we got though. It's easily one of the best and most accurate Alien games we've ever got. So again, hopefully, the Cold Iron Studios game is actually going to be good. And, well, we just have to wait and see if it's not cancelled. Also, it's the first time I noticed there's actually a bunch of Xenos in here if you use the motion tracker. I swear to God, though, if the Cold Iron Studio Alien games get cancelled, especially if it's Disney who do it, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Because it's usually Disney who are stepping to do this kind of shit. Like the infamous Star Wars 1313, which Disney cancelled. Get the flamethrower. Definitely quite a chilling image though, seeing those two xenomorphs together. As far as I know so far, you don't actually get to fight two of them at once. Because that bit earlier we tried to do it, but when one comes out the vent, the other one goes back in. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff around here. I don't think there's a face hugger in any of these, they're already open. See if we can pick up anything else. Whilst I'm climbing this ladder, I'm gonna add this live stream to the what's later thing, because I haven't done that yet. There we go. Just making sure that the live stream will be available after it's finished. So I don't really like the idea of making a live stream but not archiving it, because it feels kind of a shame for the people who never got a chance to watch it when it was live. The idea that, oh, if you didn't watch it when it was live, then you'll never see it again. Yeah, we're still detecting a bunch of things in here.
Jesus! Just let me make it through here.
Oh yes, the train jump scares. I remember this bit not fondly at all. I detest jump scares of all sorts. I didn't think it would come down there. I think it's the Archie Crowsaw who was from Zero Punctuation who said it best, was jump scares are for horror.
Jesus!
What the fart is for comedy.
Just let me make it through here.
It's not like an actual proper hot scared reaction when you get jump scared. It's more of a, oh, something flashed on the screen, I'm spooked. I think startled is a better word to describe it. Because it doesn't last at all though, it's just something appeared on the screen which makes you go, oh, you know, that caught me off guard. But there's no actual sustained fear. One of the reasons why this game is so scary for a lot of people is that it doesn't just keep throwing jump scares at you. Though this segment here definitely does that. Just to a small degree only. Going for a fuel. Can't go that way. But yeah, the reason a lot of people found Isolation scary was how a lot of the time the main thing... Where are you? Was that you don't see the xenomorph? So what I would describe it as... There's an alien around here. Could hear its tail move. Because you get horror where the main draw of the horror itself is just, oh, here's a monster, it looks scary, be scared. Whereas an alien, a lot of the horror comes from, is the alien there? Bloody hell, that's tough. And I think horror works better that way, not when it's doing the scary monster, be scared, but is the monster here? Is it already there? Are you stood near it, sort of?
Verlaine, are you there? Please tell me.
Old...
What do you need me to do?
Get up the airlock and EVA over to the maintenance platform. There are explosive bolts on the emergency release. Hurry! Sebastopol is going fast!
Also...
Won't let you
bloody
down!
hell. The hive extends into here as well now. There's a bunch of xenomorphs about. Getting a bit of lag from the fire. Can we not put that one on? No, we need to go over here. Yeah, ultimately though, fear of the unknown is one of the most scariest things you can do. Because it's one of the most effective. It also works if you don't have that big of a budget. Because then you don't actually have to have anything there, you just can, for the most part, just have sound effects and stuff. But you can still script fear of the unknown. Best example I would give is Bird Box. Because I swear I remember seeing articles be like, this film is terrifying people. Like, people are completely scared shitless by Bird Box, but I watched the film and it was just not scary to any degree. Like, because well, first of all, I didn't really particularly care about most of the characters. But you never really got much fear from it. It's been a while since I've seen the film, so I don't know if I could particularly pinpoint every single thing, because I just didn't feel like it would work. But it's just one of those moments where you watch it like, really? That's what scared people so much? Like, wow. I hope you never watched John Carpenter's The Thing. They must have an absolute heart attack. The chest chomp scene in particular would probably kill them of fright alone. This is a ridiculously awesome set piece though. Stuff like this I love. The station tumbling into the gas giant. Oh, just again decided we're not supposed to look back anymore then. there's a moon over there. And another one.
I see them.
I never actually noticed whenever I played the game that there are actually moons orbiting the gas giant. It's the first time I've actually picked up on that detail. All one is a Xeno. Hello. It's interesting because it's the only part where the Xenomorph doesn't actually attack the player, it just stands by and observe. I wonder if there's a reason why it's doing it. Maybe because it's vaguely aware of the situation, and it's just curious to what's going on around it. Who knows? And there's another one. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 at least. Third one's gone down there somewhere. It's curious how close you can actually get to them. But if I go to this one, is it just going to jump away or will it stay up there? What will it do? Yeah, you can get really close to them, which is really cool. Hello. Now because we've moved away, they're going to be going back up here. I assume that one sticks there. Are the other ones going to jump up? One of them has? No, it's gone back down again. Oh well, time to go. Quite a few Alien games have tried to do this set piece from the first film. Colonial Marines did it as well in one of the DLCs. Now, I didn't think I'd actually finish the game in this live stream. Now I'm going to think of what I want to try and do for tomorrow, for Halloween. Because we could play Prey, but I think I want to save it
Verlaine,
for November.
I'm on my way up to the bridge.
Because originally my plan was that when Cyberpunk 2077 was to come out in November, I'd play that on stream with Prey as well as Genshin Impact. But I can't do that now because Cyberpunk comes out in December. So instead I'll probably do the same thing, just instead of Cyberpunk it'll be 13 Remake. And here we are at the very end, where we begun.
Verlaine?
And that's Alien Isolation. Now just to point out quickly about the ending, it has been retconned recently, and again to mention the animated series and the novelization.
This is Ripley.
In the newer versions, Amanda floats over to a piece of debris from Sevastopol, where she sees a bunch of frozen xenomorphs in hibernation. She activates the distress beacon, falls unconscious, and then a ship shows up.
This is Ripley.
There's the mobile game Alien is it Alien Descent? No, it's Alien Blackout, I think. I'm not sure whether that's supposed to take place after the events of Isolation or whether it just takes place sometime in Amanda's history. The implication may be that it takes place after Isolation, but it feels very contrived that the ship which rescues Ripley just happens to take it to a space station which also has xenomorphs on it. Unless...
destroyed.
Because we know there's frozen ones in hibernation, maybe the ship picks one of those up as well. That might make some sense, but Alien Blackout didn't really need to be made. It was mostly done as a promotional thing, I think, for Alien Day, where they released two separate things featuring the character Amanda Ripley. One was the Blackout mobile game, and the other one was the official sequel to Alien Isolation, which is Alien Resistance, a comic book, well, a graphic novel, that has its own sequel, Alien Rescue. And then after that, Disney removed the rights to publish Alien comics from Dark Horse and gave it to Marvel, who are doing Avengers versus AVP, pretty much. And that's it. Until the Cold Iron Studios game eventually comes out, which I hope it still does. After that though, the only thing keeping Alien alive are books. The next one coming out, I think, is just called Alien Infiltrator, I think, which is setting up the Cold Iron Studio game. You've then got the sequel to Cold Forge, which a lot of people are very excited for. I'm hoping it's going to be good. And then after that, I think that's all the books coming out for Alien that we know of. I don't think there's any other ones. There's two I still need to buy. And then there's, I think, another omnibus for the non-canonical books, the old ones. I haven't been too fond of those ones, to be honest. Not a fan of the choices they've done. But unfortunately, Alien Isolation, because a lot of people only want a game sequel.
This is Ripley.
Because I think some of them are aware of Resistance, but they just don't bother because it's not a game. Because there's always going to be people like that. No, I don't mean it in a bad way, because you get it like with Halo, for instance. You have the Halo games and then the Halo books. There's going to be people who play the games and not read the books, and people who read the books and not play the games. Unfortunately, if you only read the books, some of the games aren't novelized, so you're going to miss out a large amount of story. But Alien is a very, as I mentioned before, it's a very up and down franchise. It can either be extremely well done or extremely poorly done. I still find it hilarious how the Nintendo DS port of Aliens Colonial Marines went on to become, what was it? Alien Infestations, its own complete separate game, which was a 2D Metroidvania platformer, and that game turned out to be leagues better than Colonial Marines because the people who worked in it actually gave a shit about the franchise. Whereas it's obvious if you play Colonial Marines, they didn't care about Alien at all. It's like, we've got a big franchise to make a game for, we're guaranteed to make a lot of money. Because I'm pretty sure it's what Michael Bynes said, the actor who plays Hicks, because he was in the game. I'm pretty sure there's an interview where he said, yeah, it just felt like they didn't care, but it's just, we've got a big franchise game, we're going to make a lot of money. Which is the same. I don't know if I will live stream the 13 remake. I might just wait till Cyberpunk comes out. Oh, I don't think that would actually skip it. Oh well. Well, this has been Alien Isolation. Thanks for watching the series. And this will end. This just will be the end of these Spooktober live streams as well. It's been fun doing it. I think it's definitely improved my confidence. Hopefully, I keep that confidence by the time I play Cyberpunk. I'll be logging off now.